How much damage could a single bottle of Coke cause? This guy grabbed one and poured it all over a golden egg worth hundreds of millions. To everyone's shock, the egg instantly melted into a puddle of sludge. Clearly, someone had swapped it out. Security immediately hit the alarm, and in the chaos, a shadowy figure slipped through the crowd. Johnson reacted fast. He rolled to the side and went after him, but his massive frame got him wedged in a doorway. Meanwhile, the thief, Curtis, was sprinting while changing into a different outfit, easily fooling the guards he passed and blending into the crowd. Unfortunately for him, a sharp-eyed federal agent had just watched Free Guy and recognized him right away. With no choice, Curtis tossed a smoke bomb. The moment the agent drew her gun, the smoke went off, giving him the cover to escape. He wasn't so lucky though. He ran right into Johnson. That kicked off a full-on cat-and-mouse chase. Curtis was nimble and managed to shake him. But Johnson refused to quit. He studied the map, cut through a shortcut, and waited at the exit. Sure enough, he intercepted him, pointing his gun and demanding the egg back. Just as Curtis looked ready to give in, the agent appeared, and Curtis smacked the gun out of Johnson's hand, trying to dive out the window. Johnson pounced faster. But Curtis got lucky. He slipped into a pipe and landed safely on the ground. Johnson's tough-as-nails body saved him from the fall, and he rolled again to block Curtis's way. Without hesitation, Curtis jumped. And by the time Johnson caught up, he was already speeding off on an e-scooter. Johnson glanced at a sports car nearby and jumped in to give chase, but the second he pulled out, he was smashed head-on. When he got out, Curtis had already vanished. 2 days later, Curtis returned to his luxury villa, ready to admire his prize, only to hear another voice inside. Turns out Johnson had been lying in wait, and officers outside swarmed in, surrounding him. Curtis was finally caught. The agent took him back to the station, while Johnson was tasked with transporting the egg. But when he loaded it into the car, an officer quietly opened the door once more and swapped it. The driver casually mentioned the door wasn't shut, and when Johnson went to check, he saw nothing wrong. He drove off unaware while that same officer slipped away from under the car. The next day, Johnson was drinking at a bar when the agent found him, pulled the egg from her bag and smashed it on the floor. It was fake. Johnson was dumbfounded as she explained it had been switched the night before. At the same time, a sudden transfer of $10 million appeared in Johnson's personal account. With the evidence stacked against him, he had no defense. He was thrown into a high-security prison in the middle of a frozen wasteland, the only access by plane, filled with the worst of the worst. And, as fate would have it, his new cellmate was none other than Curtis.